very easy to add menus and menu items to our projects in Visual Studio C#. And I'm going to add a menu bar and some menu items in our Mount Rushmore project that we've been working on in the last few videos. And to do that, I'm going to take my main form and I'm going to increase the size of the height by 25 pixels. And then I'm going to select all the items by clicking on the form and doing Control A to select all. And I'm just going to move everything down. That'll leave us some room for the menu bar at the top. In the toolbox, you'll find a section for menus and toolbars. I'm going to expand that. Let me just scroll up a little bit here. I'm going to grab the menu strip and simply drag it up to the top of my form. And you'll see a box here that says Type Here. I'm going to put the first menu there of File. And traditionally we do File as the leftmost and then Edit. In our particular case, we really don't have an edit purpose for this particular project. So I'm going to have File, and I want to make this menu accessible with key mnemonics. So I'm going to put an ampersand in front of the F. Now you notice that when I created that File menu, there's another box to the right of that, which would give me another menu. This would probably be, normally we'd put our edit menu, and then one underneath of the file is slightly indented. This is the menu item under the file menu. So my menu item here is just going to be exit, and I'm going to do capital E ampersand XIT, which will give us a key mnemonic on the X. And I'm going to go to the one on the right. In this one, I'm going to do an ampersand and type the word presidents. And underneath that, we'll do a ampersand Washington. Underneath that, we'll do an ampersand Jefferson. Below that, ampersand Roosevelt. And then the last one here will be ampersand Lincoln. To the right of presidents, I want to do an ampersand about the ampersand instructor, and then we'll do about the ampersand C# cohort. Okay, that's going to be my menu system. Now I'm going to go to the File menu, and to add a handler for any of these items, I can simply double click on the menu item. By the way, we can give our menu items names. This is File Toolstrip Menu Item. This is the file. The exit is Exit Toolstrip Menu Item. Those are already explanatory, so I'm not going to bother to change the names there. I'm going to double click on the exit menu item, and that gives me a stub for private void exit toolstrip menu item underscore click. So if I click on that menu item, what do I want to have it do? I'm going to have it just say this dot close. Normally I'd probably have a message box verifying that they want to exit. I'm not going to bother to do that here. You've seen that before. I'm going to go back to my form. And for the presidents, we've already got code for our buttons down here. I'm just going to access that code. So I'm going to click on Washington. And then in the properties, I'm going to go to the events. And for the click event for the Washington toolstrip menu item, I'm simply going to choose btn Washington underscore click. And I'll do the same thing for Jefferson, Roosevelt, choosing the btn Roosevelt underscore click handler, and Lincoln. For the about, I'm going to double click on the about the instructor. And I'll do a message box dot show Hustedde at South Mountain CC.edu. My title will be about the instructor. And I need my semicolon. I'm going to go back to my Form 1 CS and do the same thing for about the C# cohort. Just going to double click on that. Okay, so through the magic of video, rather than having you watch me type all this in, I just simply pasted the code in here. And so messagebox.show, the C# cohort at South Mountain Community College combines, and I got several lines here, 3 courses together into one 9-credit in-depth experience. It includes CS 162, C# Level 1, CS 165 DC, Xamarin C# cross-platform app development for Android and iOS, and CIS 262 C# Level 2. And then my title for that message box is about the cohort. I'm going to come back to the file, and I'm going to right-click on Exit and choose Insert Menu Item, because I want to insert another menu item above Exit. So I'm going to say Customize, and we're going to call that Customize routine that we did for our button, but I want to add one more menu item, and that is simply going to be a hyphen or a dash. And what that does, it puts a line between our 2 menu items. And you see a lot of times in menu items, just go to the tools up here, that there are sections in our menus, and there are lines separating those sections. So you just have to do a single hyphen or single dash as your menu item, and that's not a clickable menu item. It simply serves as a divider. I'm going to select Customize, and then in my Properties window, again, I'm going to go to the Events and go to the Click event, and here I want to do btn Customize _ click. Okay, so that is our menu system. Let's test this. So here's our project. We get File. I can choose Customize, and it brings up the Customize dialog, Change Colors dialog box. We'll just change the background color. We'll do Custom Colors. I'm going to do a very, very light green. Say OK, and then I'll change colors. If I go to Presidents, I can choose Washington. I can choose Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln. The About brings up the information about the instructor and about the C# cohort. And the last one, and I save this for last for purpose, we're going to choose Exit, and it should close our application. And it does. So my menu items all work. As you see, it's very simple to add menu items and then to code those. If you just jumped into this video, you can see all the videos from the C# Xamarin Programming Cohort playlist by clicking on the image in the lower right. And if you'd like to be alerted to future videos that I create, you can click my picture up in the top right and subscribe to the channel.